Hello, my beautiful souls out there. So, today is day 15. So, we have already started the last week of our challenge. By the way, first of all, I would like to say you a very happy 75th Independence Day. Independence. First of all, I like to tell you what is independence? Independence, the day we got freedom from the Britishers and they left our country with our own government and with our own people. So that has been 75 years completed to our independence. So, yeah, that's the reason I'm wearing a white today. So it's a big piece. And that is another reason as well I'm wearing a white today. Today is part 2 for what we have spoken yesterday, the science of forgiveness. Yesterday we spoke about the science of forgiveness. Today we spoke about how to forgive and why to forgive. See, first of all, I would like to tell you, we are human beings and we have no right, we have no right to forgive anyone. We have the right to forgive our own selves. Okay? Now, how do we forgive? I'll give you an example. Suppose I'll take my example only. Me and my husband. I am very very romantic person, but my husband doesn't. He is okay type and thing, and I especially accept from him to be romantic the way I am. But after a certain period of time, I realized I chose him the way he was, not the way I wanted to make him. If I feel that the way I feel the romance in me, he should also feel, then that is wrong. Every person has their individual identity. Every person has their individual mindset. See, supposedly, if that would be an opposite conversation, my husband would be very romantic and I was not, then what would I say him? That you have to accept me the way I am. Correct? I don't feel that way. I don't feel that romance like you. So it's okay. I love you, but I don't feel that way the way you feel. So rather being disappointed with this statement, accept the samne wala person the way he or she is. Now, it was just an example of husband and wife. It can be count to any kind of a relationship. Any, I say any means any kind of a relationship, whether it's come to friendship, whether it's come to your nearby relationships, whether it come to your son, daughter or spouse or mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, whatever it may be. Accept the person the way you are, the way they are, and even you make them feel they accept the way I am. So if something happens in the conversation and that samne wala is told you something which has some kind of hurt you, rather reacting or getting anger. Remember the day before yesterday I told you I'll cover the anger part as well. Yes, this is where the anger part is come. If something makes you angry, rather than reacting and telling how can she talk to me or how can he talk to me like that, don't I have my self-esteem, he has hurt my self-esteem, respond to that reaction. Explain them if they are ready to listen to you. Rather explain them later and try to forgive them because they are speaking about their thinking and their thought process. It's nothing got to do with you. It's really, if you get anger on a small thing or on a big thing, whatever it may be, because they think that way and you get triggered out of it, then you are limiting your beliefs, you are limiting your confidence, and you are limiting your self-esteem. See, I'll tell you about self-esteem now over here. Now, what is self-esteem? Suppose your self-esteem is 6 out of 10, okay? And someone comes, if your self-esteem is that low and someone comes and tap you, you get triggered, you get anger, and that self-esteem reduces to 3 and 4.
3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and
Mind you, it happens with you, correct? So you have to build your self-esteem by forgiving the people. Not for themselves, but for your calm and increasing your self-esteem. Now you will tell, how can I forgive the people who just keep on hurting me all the time? How can I forgive and forget him? True. You can forgive him for your own sin. See, again the same example. If someone is coming and touching you like this, again someone is coming and touching you like this, again someone is coming hitting you like this, by words or by whatever it may be. So won't you take your hand back? Or you let him hit and you keep on telling, he has hurt me, he has hurt me, he has hurt me. There would be a point when you pull your hand back, correct? So that he or she can't hurt you, right? So pulling your hand back is not giving up your self-respect or self-esteem, but it's leveling up your self-esteem by ignoring such people and forgiving inside. Might not you say from the words, but for inside you, for your own peace and calm, you forgive them. There are various techniques to forgive and how to increase your self-esteem. That we'll talk about later. After this challenge is complete, I'll talk to you about that thing. So there are various techniques about forgiving and how you can control your anger and build your self-esteem. See, they are reacting with their thoughts and mind process. You are reacting and responding with your. Now, when you are in this challenge, then you have to increase your self-esteem up and start responding rather than reacting. You might have heard me many times to say this thing. Start responding on a certain situation rather than reacting immediately and get triggered yourself. Okay? Don't get yourself triggered with a small or a big issues in you. If you want that, if you would also say that, oh, but he has did me a wrong thing, he has to come and apologize me, and this. What if, supposingly, there is some situation in the family, for you spoke some harsh words to others. For you, in your mind, your head, you are correct 100%. You are feeling that you are correct 100%. Why should I go and apologize to them? Because I am correct. For you, you are correct. Then the same thing happens with them also. For them, they are also correct. Right? Just keep yourself in their situation. For them, they are also correct in their situation, their thought process, their mindset. So the same way, you have to forgive rather than coming. Might be you are 100% correct, they might be 100% wrong, but forgive for your own calm. Okay, वो ऐसे ही सोचते हैं, उनका माइंडसेट ही ऐसा है, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते उनके बारे में, वो चेंज नहीं होने वाले. Now the word comes change over here. See, change is a very difficult thing. I have myself experienced it. Very difficult thing. Why change is difficult thing, you also know. If someone comes and tell you to change for them or change your nature, change your tone, it's very difficult. For me, it was very difficult. My husband keeps on saying me, change your tone. Even if you are right, your tone has a problem. And that's come, even if you're right, you are getting it wrong. People are taking you wrong. But it's very difficult for me also to change. So if I expect that it's difficult for me to change, don't the other people expect, or don't the other people also feel the hard thing to change? I am consciously trying to change my tone so that it doesn't harm the other people in my family. But what if in your family or in your nearby there are people who doesn't want to change? So it would be very difficult for them also to change, because they consciously or unconsciously they say wants to change. So keep on hammering and giving up your peace and your efforts and lowering your self-esteem, it's better to forgive them and let it be the way they are. Understood? So please, I'm again telling you, if you can't tolerate that person's nuisance or any damn thing with you, try to make out, forgive them from inside of your heart rather than speaking to them. Or if you can speak to them, go and speak to them, make a conversation, clear up all your misunderstandings, and then forgive them. Even if that doesn't happen, from inside, sit down calmly, meditate yourself, and say, I forgive everything. I forgive everything. So that will, I forgive everything and I let go of everything. So please, I'll tell you more thing. Please try to forgive. Make yourself calm. Make yourself cool, free from your anger. Because when you forgive, your anger comes automatically down. And your confidence and self-esteem automatically gains. That is true. Just practice it and see the results.